This is Morten from INKISH TV. We are here with BHS at FEFCO in Lyon. And Nils, super nice to see you.
Hello, Morten. Good to see you again.
BHS, just a couple of years ago, I mean, I can see you have a 30 years anniversary, right?
Correct.
And just a few years ago, I didn't know anything about you guys
Because
I didn't know anything about corrugated. Now I have learned a lot, and one of the things I really enjoyed was your open house last year, right?
Yes.
I think we were pretty busy there, right?
It was actually this year.
Was it
in
this
the beginning
year?
of yes.
Oh, that was
this year in April.
It's true. That's true. Yeah, I just forgot about that. We saw the fantastic jetliner, big as a house.
Exactly.
Have you made something that is even bigger, or what is the next thing for BHS?
So the open house was very successful for us. Yeah, the customers have been very, very happy after it. It was fantastic feedback. And since then, we created a portfolio. So in the past, everybody was talking about the jetliner, one product. Now we added the product to that family. So the jetliner is now the family name for our products. We have the jetliner Exceed, which is the system which is installed at Schumacher and Greven. And we added a product called monochrome to the portfolio. The monochrome printer is a one-color printer in 2.80 m width that can be integrated into the corrugator to print one-color jobs direct in the corrugator. Yeah? So we are shifting print volume from the converting to the production process in the corrugator.
One of the things that, that sounds awesome to me, but it sounds also awesome to me because every time I think about BHS, I also think about the Box Plan 2025 plan, where you have the entire ecosystem and how the QR code is driving all the processes until the end user is getting there. So when you have a monochrome printer, is that basic to speed up the adaptation of using that technology as part of your value proposition, or?
Yeah, so this is, if you think about what is the portfolio of our customers, we know that 80, nearly sometimes 90% of the portfolio is one color, black on brown box. Yeah? So this is the majority of the jobs they have. And we thought about, okay, how can we help them to produce these kind of jobs very efficiently in the former stage of the process, in the corrugator? That was the idea. What we have as well is we have the BHS machine code, which is a QR code that we think should be printed on any box in the end. And with that QR code, we can transport information. It's not in the QR code, it's in the database behind that. But in the database is the information, what can be done with that sheet. Is it cutting in the corrugator, or is it something which is in the converting afterwards? Yeah? What should be done with the board? Is it the box? Of course it's a box, but what should be done with the box? What size? Is there print on the box? Or is there print already on the box? Yeah? This is all the information that we can transport with the QR code in the complete value chain. And it doesn't stop after converting. What happens with the final box? What is put it in? Where to ship it?
Yeah, and also even from as far as I understand, even when it comes to the, let's say, the end destination, the nature of the QR code can be redirected to any destination. So it become like a marketing asset at the very end, right? From a production tool to a marketing asset, right?
Yeah, the very good thing is that you can use QR codes in two ways. You can use them for marketing purposes. This is what we all know already. Yeah? On any milk box at the moment, there is a QR code on it, and we scan it, we get information, or we should input some information to get information afterwards. That's the marketing bit. The other bit is the internal process. What can be done from a technical point of view internally with the QR code? And this is where it really starts, yeah? For track and trace of the complete value chain of the process.
When you decided to go on a monochrome version of the jetliner, was it also because, let's say that everybody's talking about that converters at some point, the value of let's say the packaging becomes more and more valuable. But of course there's a cost, but there's also an adaptation to getting used to use colors. So is that also a realization of that there is a process from going, let's say, from a one color box to let's say a four color box?
There is definitely a process. Yeah? What you can say, a monochrome printer can be a start or a startup product. Yeah? For anybody that has no relation at the moment to digital print, this product can be an entry-level product. Yeah? Has a different price tag, of course, has a different application range, and since it's very easy to integrate into a corrugator, it really can be an entry-level product. Yeah? Normally, you would use entry-level products in the more consumer markets, like entry-level cameras or something like that. Yeah, but here we can really talk about it's an entry-level product for customers that might have no let's say, relation to inkjet or single pass at the moment.
Plus, you can say that when you have, let's say, an add-on to an existing product line, basically means now you can go to all your existing customers in the market and basically offer them a, let's say, entry to the digital world, right?
Exactly, and what is very important is that we see movements in the market, that there will be advertisement on the box soon or later. We know that big e-commerce companies did that already in the US market, and we have a feeling that it will come over to Europe as well. That means the converters, they need to be prepared to put advertisement for their brands on boxes, because it's a very easy way for these e-commerce companies to put a brand or to put marketing on the box, because it comes to your house free of charge, and it will stay in your house because you will keep the box for a while. Maybe you need to resend it back to the e-commerce company, or you reuse that box. So this is one. The other element is that there will be something which is called ship in own containers. So there is a movement at the moment from the e-commerce companies to say, can we ship your good in an own container? So there is no other box around it anymore. That means these boxes need to have different designs. So this is many movements at the moment in the market where we see that we need to have digital print more and more and more.
I have to ask you a question, because even though that we are excited about having a monochrome version as well, I'm still so excited about the 4/7 color version we saw at Schumacher. How is development going on with that one?
So we're still on track. So our promise was always the box plan 2025 as the realization date of that, and we're still on track. So the product is still in Wirehammer. We're doing our work on finding out how it works. We're doing the ink test still, but we are still on track with that product. And we are very, very confident that we have something to announce next year.
Okay. I can't help thinking about when I saw it the first time. I mean, it's like coming into like a newspaper printing company, or like really big. I mean, even though you know it, I mean, are you still amazed when you see the size and what it can produce, right?
Yeah. I'm there with many customers at the moment, and it's always the same. If we enter that production site, they are all like, wow, what's that? They all expected something different, and if they see it, if they understand that technology, that's really brings them some new ideas, and they see what innovation can do in our segment. We just heard from the president that we need more innovation, and Lars Engel really said that. From challenges brings you opportunities, and then brings you innovation, and this is, I think, what we all need to do.
When we covered your open house in I can't remember the name of the city, but that was the same place as what was the city name?
The open house was in Münster, and the machine is installed in Greven, which is a few kilometers away.
But I just remember from Münster when we were doing all these interviews, right? It seems that first of all the visitors were like from, let's say, converters to printing companies, so a lot of different sizes also of companies. But I didn't hear anybody saying that it was a bad idea to think of having the print on the liner, and even thinking of the jetliner as a very viable future. So I mean, it must be very satisfactory for BHS to see that something that you invested so much time and money in is starting to be realizing itself, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it was very interesting to see during the open house. It was very tricky for us in the beginning, because we thought, okay, what we have planned, is it really working? We know that the technology is working, but all the workflow to get the people through the factory, and I think the customers expected something. And when they came back from the factory tour, everybody was smiling, and there was so many good feelings in the room. That was fantastic for us.
But it's also, I mean, if you look now, we spoke about the 30 years anniversary you have, right? It's. I mean, if you look at BHS, it's like 30 years is not a long time to become a global leader, right? And when you, as a company, make a decision to move into something new, like being a print manufacturer, right? Everybody's, of course, expecting the same high level of integrity, quality, speed, durability, all the things that is like the keywords of BHS. So it must be extremely satisfying to see that suddenly you can move customers, even though it's probably a relatively expensive investment, basically.
It's value for money. It's not expensive, Martin.
No, yeah, it's just because I don't have that kind of money, so I just think it's expensive. But I get you, and I agree with you. So it was just a wrong word. Sorry about that. So now we're here at FEFCO. What are you doing here at FEFCO? You don't have any big jetliner here at the show floor, right?
No, we don't have a jetliner here, but of course we are here to talk with customers about our technology, which is not just digital print. So everything which is in the box plan 2025 is our topic at the moment. This is the corrugators, this is the software we have, this is the new digital print portfolio that we have, but it's as well what can we do for the industry. So we are here to listen to customers, to their needs, and to find the right solutions for them. This is basically our work, our job.
And I take you're the biggest exhibitor here, right?
Exactly.
So it also takes the leadership on your shoulders, right?
It takes leadership on the shoulders, but we are used to it. It was always that case.
I know.
It's not new.
I think it is.
Thank you, Morten.